mad right now. A huge chunk of my video is missing. I can't find it, whether I accidentally deleted it. It's also not in my deleted, so I don't know. But the other half of my video, you will see me in my Susie costume from Michael Jackson's Put on the Dance Floor. Like, are you kidding me? I had a whole intro and everything. It makes me so mad. Like, look how good my costume looks. Like, you're gonna see it, the second half when it's actually me talking on video and not voiceover, but I had an intro. Anyways, let's get into today's video. Like I said, part of it is going to be voiceover, but the other part will be my video. So today we are getting into the nightclub that is known as the gateway or the portal to hell. And yes, we are talking about Bobby Mackey's Music World. If you are a paranormal investigator, a ghost hunter, a paranormal enthusiast, you definitely know about Bobby Mackey's Music World. It is located in Wilder, Kentucky. I just feel like everybody in the paranormal knows this place, wants to investigate this place. Who remembers watching Ghost Adventures investigate? This place has such a dark history. So before Bobby Mackey's Music World was a nightclub, it was a slaughterhouse. In the basement, there is a well that was used to drain blood from the animals. Now, when the slaughterhouse shut down, this property was then used for satanic rituals. Like, I'm talking the most evil rituals, sacrifices that took place here. In 1896, a young woman named Pearl Bryan was murdered and beheaded. And it's so creepy because her body was found, but her head was never found. There are a lot of stories that her head is probably hidden in the walls of this property, or her head was hidden in the well. And Pearl was pregnant, by the way. She was 5 months pregnant by a man named Scott Jackson. She also wasn't aware that he was a member of this satanic group. So the two of them agreed on having an abortion, and Scott had his friend help him with the abortion. So at first they tried to kill the baby with cocaine, and that didn't work. I don't even want to know what was going through that man's head when he was trying to perform this abortion on his so-called lover, but things got dark, and that's when she was beheaded. And the autopsy report says that she was alive during her beheading. So, what the fuck? So after that horrific crime, the property was then vacant for quite some time. There was a new owner. It became a casino. There's stories about that owner. His daughter Joanna was a dancer there, and she committed suicide by poisoning herself, and she was also 5 months pregnant. And there were other murders too, a lot. It's just so much death surrounding this property. Even in the 70s, there was a fatal shooting right outside of the building. And then in 1978, Bobby Mackey and his wife, they then purchased the property. And that's when the paranormal experiences began. So the first employee of Bobby Mackey, he lived right above, like in an apartment above, and he experienced some crazy paranormal activity. So much so that people thought he was crazy. Like, there's no way that you're, experiencing this all the time, because what the heck? But he claims that he would see Joanna, the one that took her life by poisoning herself, allegedly. He would actually see her, and she apparently would leave. Her scent would smell like roses. The jukebox would turn on by itself. Now, getting back into the basement, which is the hub here, we know that it was a slaughterhouse, and that damn well down there with the blood draining from the animals, the satanic rituals, the sacrifices, the beheading, everything that, the beheading, I don't know where the beheading happened, but if her head is... I just feel like really sick right now talking about this. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like shaking my legs. I just feel like really nauseous thinking about this. But so Bobby Mackey's wife, Janet, she had a terrifying experience in that basement. She says that she was grabbed by her waist. She was lifted and thrown. I was also reading that she believes that a spirit was trying to kill her with a ladder, and when all of this was going on, she could hear a female voice yelling to get out. And what's really interesting is, I read this too, was at the time she was apparently 5 months pregnant, just like Pearl Bryan. And also Joanna was 5 months pregnant as well. I don't remember if I said that, but she was allegedly 5 months pregnant as well when she poisoned herself. So I mean, that's a really eerie coincidence right there. Was it the spirit of Joanna yelling to get out? Was it the spirit of Pearl yelling to get out? So the paranormal activity just kept getting crazier and crazier. Visitors, employees, they would see shadow people, objects would move, there would be physical attacks, there would be orbs, you know, these balls of light everywhere. They would hear disembodied voices, they would see handprints. So they definitely call it the portal to hell for a reason. I would love to stay there by myself though. Am I crazy? I would love to do that. I don't know why I'm whispering like Bobby Mackey's Music World can hear me. But wasn't it demolished? I swear to God. I thought I heard that like in 2024. They demolished it, right? Maybe I'm wrong. But still, just because a building is demolished, it doesn't mean that the place isn't haunted anymore. The land. There's gotta be weird stuff still happening. And I'm sure there is if it was demolished. But my question is, would you stay there? If you had the opportunity to stay there, you can bring somebody. So let me know down below who you would bring to Bobby Mackey's Music World to spend the night. It would be terrifying, but like, holy crap, I would love to. I would love to. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you rock my world, and the song lyrics of Michael Jackson. Hashtag team Brittany44, hashtag Barretto Runs, hey. And I will see you for day 4 of Pretty Ween 2025. Bye.